Alright, so I'm a little bit behind on my Caution versus Rainfire Moon recap. Said I was gonna do it at 5. We're a little bit behind. But let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. It's been RBE this, RBE that. It's been wing this, wing that. It's been the bricks this, the bricks that. We don't know the bricks. It's been a week filled with caution during interviews on a press run. It's been a week filled with wing being at the center of it. Basically, everybody want to take shots at wing. You know, these allegations with the ghostwriters, people coming out that they wrote for caution. You know, hell of a time to come out leading up to this event. Salute the BOZE. BOZE presents Validation, which went down yesterday in Charlotte, North Carolina. Salute to everybody who's on that card. Salute to everybody who's on the card. But we know why most people popped out to that event. You know, people wanted to support BOZE. But to the folks who made it their business to be able to watch the stream, we know what you watched for. And we gonna get into that. We gonna get into why a lot of people are asking, oh, is there a stream for validation? Is there a stream for validation? Because initially, I don't think BOZE was streaming it. Then, like a couple of hours prior to the event starting, that's when most people saw like his status about having a link to be able to stream it. So the whole event got streamed yesterday. I think only I think most of them, yeah, you can see basically all the event. So let's get into it. I'm only going to talk about Caution versus Rainefire. I'll do a recap of like the whole event probably Tuesday, maybe even tomorrow at some point after I do before or after I do Don Rich's interview tomorrow at 7 p.m. But let's talk about it. So I was excited for this battle initially when I saw that Rainfire Moon was battling Caution. I I interviewed Rainefire Moon as far as TalksWithJae, I want to say some months ago. And during that interview, we talked about Rainefire Moon being in the conversation for Wody for 24. So hashtag top 10 Wody 24. If you watched Rainefire Moon's performance versus Caution, I would say she's damn well on her way. If she has some more performances like this, she's damn near, she's on her way. Like, this is the second time that I've seen Rainefire Moon, like, deliver on this type of level. She battled Ape on Gramps on the Roof. 3 solid rounds that she gave that man. And followed it up in this one rounder versus Caution. She delivered a round that gotta be celebrated, gotta be talked about, gotta be acknowledged. Like, it has to be all of those things. Like, I don't know what it is, but y'all not talking about Rainefire Moon enough. y'all are not talking about Rainefire Moon enough. You are not talking about Rainefire Moon enough when it comes to her pen either. Like, when we talk about the newer girls, when we talk about pens, Rainefire Moon gotta be mentioned. Prestavia's gotta be mentioned. Hope Trilly's gotta be mentioned. Fendi's gotta be mentioned. Like, we gotta acknowledge the talent. We gotta acknowledge the talent and what they doing. We got to. Like, who else gonna do it? Who else is gonna do it? If we're not gonna acknowledge the talent, somebody else has got to acknowledge the talent. So, like, we gotta acknowledge it. I don't care how we do it, but we gotta acknowledge it. So, like, hashtag because of the sun, we're gonna have to do it like that. Hashtag top 10 Wody 24 Rainefire Moon. Here we go. Even with the glare. Hashtag top 10 Wody 24 Rainefire Moon. Like, that's just what it is. That's just what it is. Rainefire Moon stepped up to the plate, especially with everything that's been brewing and going on the past week leading up to this battle with Kausion and everything that's been going on with Kausion, RBE and Wing. Like, Rainefire Moon took advantage of the opportunity. She made a statement with this round, if you ask me. She made a statement with the round. Like, but here's the thing. Kausion went first. And we're gonna talk about the bars. We're gonna talk about the bars. We're gonna talk about the bars. Because Kausion has some shit. Kausion has some shit. Like, if it was anybody else, Kausion possibly could have made it debatable, possibly could have won. Cute. I mean, I'm saying this possibly. It all depends. It all depends. Like Kausion had to when this battle drops, everybody will get a notification. You'll be an Amber Alert. That was dope. To start it off with, in order to have a beautiful death, you at least gotta be cute, bitch. That was, hit moon with a half moon. That's a K clip. Like Kausion was rhyming and had some good lines in her round. I came here with a bag to get a bag. Business trip. It'll be. I will pace her and give her the assist. Therese Halliburton, you know, good sports reference as far as the paces. That's their point guard. So for me, that was cool, man. Pull my string and you'll find there's more than a snake in my boot. That was a good line. It was, I think, a couple of lines before that, and then she did the motion with the doing her foot. So the combination of that set that up very well. Um, Even my seeds know I'm seasoned. I'm cumin. That was cool. I'm gonna rain down on fire and stand the closest, like the closest. Like I need the smoke. Nah, I'm gonna rain down on fire like I'm Moses. Like Moses, let my people go. That was cool. The way she set it up and how it rhymed. The only time no progress is good progress is when you battle the stages of cancer. That was another good line. I know what to do when I'm around fire, moon, rain, dancing. That was, that was cool. And then it was like toward the end of the round, Kausion chose to like address the RBE situation a little bit with I stand with my bricks. Something about not getting paid, something about reparations. Like she went into that at the end in the round off, you know. Like Kausion had some lines. I would not act as if Kausion didn't have some lines. There were some lines, and the performance that she did with the lines made them hit more, in my opinion. Like, so I'm not even gonna act like Kausion was trash. And here's the thing. And if that's what Kausion wrote, that that was solid. That was solid. You know, that was solid. Was it enough to beat Rainfire and Moon? No, it wasn't. It wasn't. Could she have used the same round versus somebody else and possibly made it debatable or possibly edged out a win with somebody else? Who knows? But let's get into Rainfire Moon's round. Like, we're here trying to do like this the whole time when I'm watching and I'm listening and I'm watching and I'm trying to write this shit down as I'm watching. And it's like Rainfire Moon's pen is fucking amazing. I'ma say it again for people in the back in the cheap seats. Rainfire Moon's pen is fucking fire. Like, since I've, got hip to Rainfire Moon and watching her battles and stuff, I've been talking about how dope she is. I've been talking about how dope she is. And during our Talks with Jae interview, she mentioned she wanted to be in the conversation for Wody. Hashtag top 10 Wody 24. Like, I'm gonna go back on the interview and find the clip where Rainfire Moon says it. Like, this just didn't come out of thin air. She manifested it. And the 8 battle, she won. 3-0-2-1. Caution battle. Statement battle. As far as the performance in the bars. Whoever has to stand in front of Rainfire Moon next, no. You standing in front of a pen. Like, her pen is amazing. Like, her pen is amazing. Y'all not, like I keep saying, y'all not talking about Rainfire Moon enough for me. Y'all not talking about her enough for me. Maybe this performance in this battle maybe catapults her and more people will talk about her and want to battle her. Like, her versus a Prestavia would be dope. Her versus a Fendi would be dope. Her versus a Hope Trilly would be dope. Like, there's plenty of battles. Plenty of battles for Rainfire Moon. Her versus Yoshi would be dope. Like, there's battles. Like, even her and the Raw Image would be dope. Like, they're both pens, but like, it's different. Like, the way that they do it is different. But that would be a good battle, in my opinion. But let's get into Rainfire Moon in this round. Like, mind you, I'm trying to listen and jot it down at the same time. I had nothing but motivation to write for you. Rainfire Moon was very strategic in how she started the round. Using Caution slogan to start the round off was brilliant. Because Caution says, I had no motivation to write for you, so I wrote for myself. I think that's what Caution's slogan is. So Rainfire Moon kicking off the round saying, I had nothing but motivation to write for you was on point with it. It was on point. Um, you no longer you no longer got writers, so you had to write for yourself. Like using Caution's slogan and its advantage and how she's strategically putting it together, start the round off. This ain't Friday. I ain't Debo. You ain't a brick. So I can't lose this fight. You had, I want to, you had that bitch wing in your mouth. She said you flying like it wasn't a thing. Couldn't keep that same energy, so they canned you. Real Bull gives you wings. Fire. Fire. I'm gonna beat your ass with the same thing you lost, and that's passion. You gonna think I'm in love. Every kiss begins with K, and I feel everything. This knife is so into you. I want to say it's some bars that lead into the every kiss begins with K part. Like, mind you, I'm trying to watch and write at the same time. Like, but Rain is like back to back to back to back to back with it. So I might forget some shit. I might. We both got four eyes, but moon rise, so I got the better perspective. And then she like when she says we both got four eyes, but moon rise, so I got the better perspective. She did the point up with it. All this got her pressure up, so I know she felt it. 106 over 88. Shout out the Celtics. Like I think it's another word in that I can be missing, but the way she put that together was dope. Inquiring minds want to know what happened with RBE. You've been on a press run all week. Don't get now. I think it's don't get cold now. Let it go. You see what? Let it go or go ahead and speak. Something like that. It's hard to like really hear it. Like like with the stream. Like on some, I'ma say it on some battles, it was hard to hear all the bars, or like the screen would go out. It was hard on some parts to hear. You couldn't keep it G. You was revealing to skeletons out another bitch closet. I hate a chatty bitch. You should fear heavy clips. How you call yourself the gun and you shot yourself in the foot for clout. She couldn't keep it G. Turned around and put that same foot in your fucking mouth. Like the way Rainfire Moon like was setting these bars up, like the way that she writes and the way that she sets it up, it was just like bam, 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 bam. Like it was hitting back to back to back to back. Like it's crazy. The gun is supposed to provide protection. Had you shooting at everything, a team a team of writers to help you out. How you trigger the bitch holding the gun. And then was something like, can you believe she started choking on those bones? That's for having wing in your mouth. The having the like choking on those bones, having wing in your mouth was probably like the line that really like sealed it, and everybody was like, all right, you ain't gotta go no more. Like she continued rapping after that. But it was one of those. It was one of those. Rainefire Moon came to make a statement with this round, with this battle. She came to make a statement. Mind you, if she comes and she has a fire round, which I already knew she was going to come and have a fire round. This is caution. Caution, and even if we put aside the whole ghostwriting thing now, I say that never came about. She's battling caution. She was first, like, the Lady Brick. That's who RB was pushing. She did this, she did that. Woo, woo, woo. So Caution's status was still here, even before the ghostwriting stuff came about. So I knew Rainefire Moon was gonna take this battle serious, like she does all the rest of her battles. Like, we knew that. But then when the ghostwriting came out, it was a little extra on top for Rainefire Moon to basically allow me to introduce myself. My name is Rainefire Moon. For those who do not know me, like, it's like this. As far as like everybody's all eyes on this battle because of what's going on with Caution. What's going on with Caution? RBE, Wing, the Bricks. Y'all don't know them, whatever. Everything that's going on, all that talk. Now, it's for Rainefire Moon to take it and put it in a round. Like, that whole situation gave her stuff to talk about. On top of the fire bars that she had that had nothing to do with that. Like, whose space? Whose space is she in right now? Did she do the 3 Letterman interview yet? That's what I really want to see. Because I know she said something about hashtag the lies or something like that. I'll check it out when I'm done. But overall, fire, like, Caution came. She delivered a round. If she wrote that round, for me, it was a solid round. Was it enough to beat Rainefire Moon? No. She needed more. She needed more to beat Rainefire Moon. Like, Rainefire Moon has a better pen than Caution. Like, it's the way that Rainefire Moon writes and puts it together. Like, Caution can have good lines, but it's like she can rap, and then, like, good line, and then before it gets to, it's not back to back to back, or like it's frequent as like how Rainefire Moon's hitting you with it. It's not. It's not. But if that was all written by Caution, salute the Caution. Salute the Joey 9, Big BMG. Like, salute to that. Like, my thing is, and what I hate with this whole situation is that if Caution had writers, it comes out when she's no longer a brick. It's unfortunate. That's kind of how it came out. A lot of people are saying, well, why did it come out like no sooner is Caution's no longer a brick? Sometimes that's how the cookie crumbles. That's how the cookie crumbles, and it came out, unfortunately, that way. But if that's was all caution as far as the round, as far as Rainefire Moon. That was solid. That was solid. She would need that plus more though. She would need that plus more. Like she had some good, she had the energy. She had some good bars. She had some good um, performance. She had good delivery with it. But was it a strong enough? Was it enough to combat what Rainefire Moon was doing? No, no, it was not enough. But I'll salute her on what she did, because the question going into it, once all this came out, was Caution going to show up for this battle? Was Caution going to show up for this battle? I knew all along, even through the drama, Caution was not going to not show up to this battle. Because then that starts a whole nother narrative and drama with it. And then you kind of screw Rainefire Moon as far as this battle. Like, overall, salute to Caution, salute to Rainefire Moon on completing the objective of the battle. Fire 1 round battle. But Rainefire Moon understood the assignment. She understood the assignment with everything that came with this matchup, with all the going on. She understood the assignment. Like, she clearly won this battle. Clearly. Like, you know, when you're kicking a person's ass so bad that I think somebody's like, oh, she can stop rapping now. Somebody said it. Oh, she can stop rapping now. Then I'm just like, damn. I'm like, damn. But for me, I'm a salute Caution. I'm a salute Caution because she could have, you know, felt the way with everything that's going on and said, screw this card, screw everybody, and tucked her tail, but she didn't. She didn't. Like, keep at it. That's what I'm gonna say. Keep at it. If that's what you can come up with when you write, just like keep at it. Keep at it. Like, it was good, but you need more. You need more. Like, if that round was ass, if it was trash, I would say it. I wouldn't have quoted nothing. I wouldn't have quoted nothing from it. But I quoted a lot from her round. You know, I quoted a lot from Caution's round. Like, I look forward to who Caution battles next. Like, if this was a marker for, all right, when she writes her shit, this is what to expect. Then she gotta turn up. She gotta turn up. That's the best way to put it. She gotta turn up with it. Like, Rainefire Moon got the job done. If you didn't know who Rainefire Moon was prior to yesterday, you know who she is now. This was one of those I've arrived moments. Even though Rainefire Moon's been killing it even before this matchup, but with the eyes and the optics and the drama, the whispers, and everything going on, like, the eyes was really on this battle, because of course people was gonna listen You was listening. Y'all listening. Brooklyn Carter voice. Y'all was listening with a hard ear yesterday, waiting to see if when she started rapping, she sound like another nigga. Come on now, we know, like, come on, we not gonna cap about it. We know people were waiting to do like this as you watching and hear. Do she sound like another nigga? But from the people that talked about the battle, I ain't hear nobody say, "Oh, she sounded like somebody else." So that's a plus. That's a plus in a negative situation. Like, that's why I say, if she wrote it, then she just gotta up that shit some more. She gotta up that shit some more. You know, because Rainefire Moon came in that junk like this, guns are blazing, and wasn't letting up from the first flip of your slogan. So who is on the battle? Which, you mean who won the battle between Caution and Rainefire Moon? Rainefire Moon clearly won. Rainefire Moon clearly won. Clearly won the battle. Like, from when she started rapping to, like, you know it's bad when they were telling you to, like, oh, you could stop rapping. She clearly won. But Caution had some lines. She had some lines. But she would need to up that shit some more. She would have to up that shit some more. And, like, she had energy, but it's like, that's not the Caution I remember watching when I watch her battles. I'm used to her being more lively than that when she's battling. Like, yesterday, she seemed too like quiet with it. Like, when she got the rapping, no, I'm not gonna say it seemed like she fell off, but the energy and, like, the, I don't want to say hyperness, but like how she's lively, energetic, I didn't feel that for the most part with her yesterday. It was just like, this business, let me get this round off, you know. Let me get this round off. I'm kicking the battle off. Let me get my round off. Then let me listen to what she gotta say. Yeah, she do got an interview with 3, and that was another thing. She said she was gonna go and do an interview with 3 Letterman, and people were saying, "Oh, that's soft of her to go do 3 Letterman." And I said this, and I don't know if she's talking about, like, before the allegations, or she's talking about her round yesterday with that, what you saying, nobody wrote for her. If she wrote this shit yesterday, it was cool, but she needed a lot more. She needed a lot more. She do. She needs a lot more with that, you know. And I want to hear her explain the whole situation with somebody. You know, I've seen the interviews. I've heard what Peaches has said. I've heard with what Jay Breida said. Power. You know, everybody's heard it because they was on Angry Fans. So everybody's heard what they've said. You know, Luck Dollars. You know, but at the same time, everybody's saying, well, why it took for her not to be a Brook no more for this to come out. That is a question that a lot of people are asking. Kausion can still have a career. She can still have a career because you've had other battlers who had the whole ghostwriting allegations, and they still continue to get booked. Caution's still a name, so let's talk about that. Caution's still a name. Will her pen be in question until she? I'm gonna say it like this: until she has J Love coming up. Also, no, she has Preem, I think, next for the RIP Hank Diggs card far as Showtime Battle Ring. I want to say that's her next matchup. Then she has J Love for 3 rounds. So her first test is really going to be the J Love battle. Because I think the Preem battle is only a 1 rounder, I believe. I think if she can up what I saw for her round for Rainefire Moon and have a fire round against Preem, either clearly win or make it debatable with Preem. Go in there and have 3 fire ass solid rounds against J Love. Will we really still be on a ghostwriting situation like that? Because if I'm not mistaken, Caution's still booked. She's booked next month. She's booked, I think, until August and November. Something like that, she said. She's booked up. So do I think with what's going on, it's gonna stop her from getting booked? No. No, unfortunately. Because what is gonna happen? You're gonna have somebody who's gonna be like, oh, put me against her so I can prove she's not that good. She's not that good. You're gonna have somebody who's gonna want to battle Caution because of everything that's going on, talk about everything that's going on, and then that battle will do nothing for whoever that is. Because after a point, after maybe like 3 battles, we don't want to just go fighting shit as far as Caution. We don't want to hear it in the battles. We don't want to hear it. You're gonna get tired of hearing the shit. You don't want to hear about Caution the ghostwriting. You don't want to keep hearing about the bricks. Nobody knows the bricks. You don't want to keep hearing about if Wing is emotional as people want, as that's why I'm doing like this. If Wing is emotional, that and you fall out with her, you no longer get booked. It's certain things now that after 2, 3, 4 battles, I don't want to keep hearing about. I don't. Because something else in the culture will happen that we'll be talking about. All right, that's the best way to put it. That is the best way to put it. That'll be old news. Something else will happen, and that'll be the news that we're talking about. You know, I'm definitely gonna go see when Caution does that 3 Letterman interview, because the whole you got on Angry Fan about your displeasure about not being a brick and Wing and the bricks and whatever. That's what the discourse of your media run started. So people were saying, why not go back to said media outlet? Like, I love 3 Letterman and all his interviews, and I hate that people feel as though going to him is like Caution being soft about the situation. I don't see it as that. 3 Letterman does great interviews, but he's not going to be messy about it. He's not going to be messy and controversial about it. Is he going to ask what people want to know? Yes, but he's going to do it in a way that Caution's just going to answer what is being asked. And then whatever she wants to talk about, Is it mixy? Is it messy with Caps? Yes, it is. Is it entertaining? Yes. But it's like, say her follow-up interview was on Angry Fan. She goes on there, she says whatever, and starts name dropping whatever. All it's gonna do is whoever she name drops, that person's gonna end up on there. That's all it's gonna do. And it's gonna be like an ongoing cycle for the next days. So I guess she's hit what? She's going to Mr. Temperature Check. She went to Angry Fan. I don't think she's hit Black Compass yet. And to go to 3 Letterman. So the prominent, we'll say the ones, the prominent media sources, those will be like after she hits 3 Letterman, Black Compass would be the only other one for her to hit. I'm not mad at her with going from this source to this source, like giving everybody some content. I'm not mad at that. Will she eventually circle back to Angry Fan? Probably so. Because I'm pretty sure she's gonna mention something or name drop somebody, possibly, that it's gonna be a whole triple down effect. That's what's gonna end up happening. It's gonna be a triple down effect with it. But salute the Kausion for like during the battle, solid round. If you wrote it, good shit. You need more of that. Like, some people talking about, well, where's the proof that she wrote the round? Like, bro, come on. I'm pretty sure BOZE and Kausion and her manager Joey 9 probably had a conversation with what's going on, about the ghostwriting allegations. I'm pretty sure. Like, he probably did his due diligence with that. Like, fire round. For somebody else, that could have worked. But a lot of Kausion's bars are fire because the way she says them, delivers them, performs them. It's not because the bar is fire on some things. Like, sometimes you could take something that's basic and you've heard it a million times, and because of how you say it and how you perform it, it makes it more fire than what it is. It makes it more fire than what it is. So let's be honest about it. But again, hashtag top 10 Wody 24 Rainefire Moon. Hashtag with that. Hashtag. Say what you want. You can say what you want. Honestly, say what you want with it. But Rainefire Moon has definitely been doing her numbers. If you wait until Rainefire Moon versus 8 drops from that Grams on the Roof joint, wait until that drops. Like 30-1. Some are gonna say 30, some are gonna say 2-1. But there's no denying that Rainefire Moon clearly beat him. That's the main thing. She clearly beat him. Y'all gotta stop playing with Rainefire Moon. That's the best way I can put it. Stop playing with her. Like, really stop playing with her. Like, she's one of those. That's why I say she needs to battle some of these other all these other pans and girls that everybody's talking about. Like, that's why I said Prestavia would be a good match. Prestavia would be a good match. Fendi. Hope. Hope would be a good match. Like, there's matches. There are matches that need to happen. Because I had to go over it. Again, hashtag top 10 Wody 24. Rainefire Moon. We'll do it like that. Top 10 Wody 24 Rainefire Moon. I'm going to go back to our interview where she says this. Like, manifestation at its finest. Like, if she continues on the trajectory that she's on, like she's got for this year, Ape, Caution, and I'm pretty sure because I think you only need what three battles to be in contention with Wody. Like, she keep up what she's doing. She's on that. She's on that. That's the best way to put it. She's on that. Like, she's been doing her numbers. Like, is Caution done? Think about some of the other people who've had ghostwriting allegations. Just think about it, because it tends to pop up more in female battle rap than it does in men. Do I think Caution is done? No. After 2, 3, 4 battles, like after she battles Preem and then battles Jayla for 3 rounds and then probably whoever after that, we're not gonna be talking about it. We're not gonna be talking about these ghostwriting allegations. We're not. You know. But at the same time, people keep saying she's doing interviews. You know, I'm gonna go tap in with it. I'm gonna go see what she's talking about, because somebody said she in the spaces. So I'm gonna find what space that is. Like, has she done the 3 Letterman interview yet? That's what I really want to tap in with and see what she's talking about since the battle. You know, like, what does she got to say? Is she going to agree with what was been put out here? Or is she going to disregard, like, what niggas are saying? Like, I give 2, 3 more battles that we hear about. Caution got ghostwriters, Wing, RB, and then like find something else to go at her about. Because fans are gonna get tired of hearing it. They're gonna get tired of hearing it. Especially if y'all saying the same shit over and over. Fans are gonna get tired of hearing it. I don't think Caution's done as far as battle rap. I don't think she's done. I'm gonna keep it real. I don't feel as though she's done. Like, go for the ones who watched the battle yesterday. Watch the battle. Compare that writing to the writing before, and if it's totally different, then you know she wrote the shit. Because that's going to be the number one question now with when she does these interviews. First thing they're going to ask, when you battled Rainefire Moon, was that your pet? And when she says yes, and they're like, well, how can you prove that it was solely your pen? That's going to be the next thing. Because it's going to be, do you got proof that that was solely your pen? You got no help? So that's why I say 2-3 more battles, people gonna get tired of that conversation. Fire. It was a good battle. It was a good battle. Like, I'm kind of glad it was only one round though, because I don't know. It might have got bad if it was 3 rounds. Because like the way that Rainefire Moon put that shit together for that round, if it was 3 rounds, it would have been bad. Like, it was bad, but it would have been bad. It would have been like, I guess niggas thought Kausion was gonna duck her taco. Like, come on. That's what y'all thought she was gonna do. Like, she was there. I saw Joey 9 beside her to the left. I don't know who else, but she came, she conquered in a sense of she got the round off and did the battle. So she conquered in that sense, but she didn't win. But she did what she was supposed to do. Now, on to the next one. On to battling Preem on the RIP Hank Diggs card for Showtime Battle Arena. That's next on her agenda, I believe. Yeah, that's next on her agenda before she gets to the J Love 3 rounds. So that's why I say this one rounder was good to see what she comes up with on her own when she battles Preem, to see how that round goes. But the real test, as far as that pen, is going to be the 3 rounder with J Love. If I'm Kausion, I go back over this round I had for Rainefire Moon, and like, what did I say in the round that hit with them, and watch and listen to what could I have done better, critique it in that sense. Like, to know when you go battle Preem what you got to do. What I definitely got to do when I go battle J Love for them 3 rounds. Like, because you battling J Love for them 3 rounds, trust me, that you already know the RBE shit's coming up. The RBE shit's going to be throughout the battle. And it's like, after niggas mention the RBE shit, what else I got to say to her? You talk about her looks, you talk about stuff like that. Like, what else you got? That's why I say this is a good little test for Kausion. If this is her pen, that was the first. The Rainefire Moon was the first test. You felt that. You felt that test. Preem in that one rounder. What you gonna do with that? And then them 3 rounds with J Love is really like, what you gonna do with that? Like, that's what I'm like. Rainefire Moon got, like, them names need to come holler at her. Come holler at her. I would like First Lady Flames. You and Rainefire Moon would be fire. I wouldn't mind it. Like, she needs some, yeah, like, them ones with them pins come, like, yeah. Like, Rainfire Moon is one of those. Hashtag top 10 Wody 24. Top 10 Wody 24. Rainfire Moon. She manifested it. And if she continues the way she's been going, she's definitely gonna make that list. But I say she needs another matchup that just like they're gonna count her out against, and then she just takes off on that person. You know, her and Ape, she clearly beat Ape. She just clearly understood the assignment as far as caution. That's why I say whoever she battles for the rest of the year, it gotta make sense. It gotta make sense. It gotta make sense. Her and Yoshi would be dope, in my opinion. Her and Yoshi. You know. Wouldn't mind her and J Love. You know. Wouldn't mind her and J Love. Because she's battled Tasha the author. Like her and J Love, you know. I just think she needs somebody who's really gonna push her to write like that. Her and Raw Image would be dope. I think it would be. Like Raw Image schemes, and she's double layered with how she schemes it, and then Rainfire Moon's kind of like back to back to back with it hitting with how she writes. I think that could be one of those. You know, but the battle, Rainfire Moon. If you're not into it, Rainfire Moon, you need to get into it with Rainfire Moon. Holler at her team. Holler at her manager, Dejan T. Dejan T. Go holler at her. Get Rainfire Moon a name that would push her to that. I know when she start writing and cooking that pen up, that it's gonna put her on a whole nother level. She needs one of those type matchups. She needs one of those type matchups. Like for me, a Prestavia, a Fendi, a Hope, um, her and Eon, her and Tato, like there's female battlers. Like she needs somebody who is gonna get that pen moving. Like she was motivated to write for caution because of the situation that just sprinkled the on top. But yeah, she needs one of those that's gonna like when she gets doing like this with that pen. Yeah, it's one of those. Like it's one of those. I would say her and Rock Lee, but they both, you know, I don't think that'll happen. Her and Rock Lee, I don't think will happen. I don't think it's happened. Did it? Yeah, her and Rock Lee's already happened. So it's unfortunate because that now would have been crazy. Would have been crazy. Maybe a rematch later down the road. But good battle. I'm about to go tap in and see what cautions if is caution still in the spaces. Somebody let me know if she's still in the spaces or whose space she in. I'll go look. But that's my recap of caution versus Rainfire Moon. Rainfire Moon with the clear win. With a clear win. I don't care how folks wanna call it. She got a clear win on caution. Like, talk the Rainefire Moon nights from now on. That's what I'm gonna say.